Check, check. Ah, there I am. Now I see it coming through. Okay. Of course, we can't start without Minor Scuff. That song was Ulfhednar by an artist named Danheim. Does a lot of dark fantasy, Viking style folk music. Hey, Endgamer. Azari. Azari, I gotta start calling you Azari. Thank you for showing up. I see you are currently playing what I'm gonna be playing tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it because I don't have a whole lot of time. Why is... There she is. Okay. So, I did some testing earlier, and think... I think that my computer can handle having this. I'm just starting. What kind of build did you go with? I'm actually going to restart for the stream, but I did a test stream using grade hammers, and it's basically easy mode, which is honestly fine by me. So I'm gonna get into this, make sure it captures good, and then I'm gonna go into performance mode, and that should help. That should help some of the issues I've been having. I hope. And immediately we run into scuff. It is not recognizing my controller. Okay. Yeah, this happened before. Alright. Easy fix. Restart the game. This fixed it last time. So we're gonna double check and make sure that it works. I'm just waiting to make sure that my video comes back. Okay, we're back. And yet my controller is still not working. Excuse me, game, what the hell? Oh, come on. I was playing this before I left for work today and it was working. Give me a minute. Let me check. Full controller support, it says. Well, why are you not recognizing my controller? It's plugged in. It's on. Let me restart Steam for a minute. Actually, I'm just going to go to big picture and see if I can set my controller configuration from there. Of course, it had to be a little scuffed. Alright, manage game, controller configuration. No controller attached. Please attach a controller to configure it. Excuse me? No, it's not that. It's not, I wasn't picking it up. That would explain. Unplug, replug. Still no controller attached. Cannot exit games are running. Excuse me? That might... No? Okay, that's strange. Why is it not recognizing my controller? My controller's getting power. It was working earlier. I mean, it's plugged into a USB hub. Yeah, let me try a different port. Let me try this. Of course, we couldn't get this working and just go, right? Nah, that would be too easy. Oh, man. Blech. Nope, still nothing. Okay. Well, maybe screw this USB hub. Plug it directly in. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. It's the hub. The USB hub does not play nice with this, apparently. So, as you can see, I had a test file that I'm going to delete. We're going to be starting over brand new here. Name is Gage, that's fine. And now it's time to create our character. So we are going to be a lady. That changes nothing. We are going to pick a different hairstyle. None of them are really what I want. This one's kind of the closest to pigtails. Silver-haired. Clean-shaven. Eye color. Origin, this is your skin color, basically. I like Coast Rock. None of that changes anything. The things that do change things in this game are your class, which determines what you start with. And we are going to be starting as a paladin. Not because we really want anything that they start with, but it puts us closest where we want to be on the skill tree. And our effects, we are going to start with the Amber Idol, because that's a very nice weapon upgrade material that's tough to get. We could turn on challenges if we wanted, but we're not gonna, because I want to have fun. But I have seen some people do some of these, like an ore-only run. They literally did a Miyamoto Musashi run. And the ore is actually a half-decent weapon. But, nope, this is what we're going with. Go ahead and venture forth. The world has known war for centuries, but peace is finally preciously near. We deliver the princess to the kingdom across the sea, where a marriage alliance would save us all. Failing this mission would surely plunge us into darker days. And so we begin in media res on a boat. And we are immediately going to unequip that. We're going to unequip that. We are going to unequip that. Because I believe... Yes, that gives us a fast roll. Good. So... What is this game? It's 2D Dark Souls. It's Dark Souls and Metroid had a baby. Ugh. You there, stranger. We've been boarded in the night. Ugh. They want to kidnap our lady, ransom her, protect her, save us! Ah, I can't parry without a shield. And up here you can see there's the princess and her servant. These pirates go down in one hit if you're two-handing your weapon. At least with the mace. Different weapons, of course, different strengths, different weaknesses. But, that wasn't the only thing we were boarded by. Say hello to the unspeakable deep, otherwise known as fucking Cthulhu. Hey, buddy. And, ooh, he's... Okay, he wasn't quite a one-shot kill. You can beat him, and you get a nice little chunk of change for starting it if you do that, but I didn't. Failing this mission would surely plunge us into darker days. I awoke to the sounds of waves washing on rock and knew that I was alive. I must find the princess. And that's our story. We got our shit kicked in by a giant sea demon, and the princess was taken, and we have to go find her. And we awaken on the shivering shore. Note, I do not believe that is snow falling. I mean, it might be, but this game has a big thing with salt, and I believe that's what it's intended to be. And we encounter an old man. Well, hello there. You're just a fleshy bit of flotsam washed ashore with the rest of us, hmm? You'll want shelter, you'll want sanctuary. But what is a sanctuary without faith? There's an empty sanctuary up the beach. You can claim it for your creed. Tell me, do you keep the new gods? Yeah, we do, why not? Most men follow the three deities, the king, the knight, and the judge. The king lends the wisdom to men who lead, the knight protects warriors in combat, and the judge guides those who maintain order. Are you a follower of the three, then? We have a choice of several different creeds here. No? What is your creed, then? So we can go with the three, and I'm probably going to, but there's also the Iron Ones and the Goddess of Light, so we'll check them out real quick. Men from the mountains of the northern continent of Markdor are the Iron Ones. They believe in no gods, instead in the iron will of man. They love steel, but hate magic. Are you a member of the Iron Ones, then? No. And the Goddess of Light. Followers of the Goddess of Light worship Devara, deity of humility, kindness, and forgiveness. Her creed is perhaps the oldest known creed, though this keeping could be a consequence of its clerics. This could be a consequence of its clerics' meticulous record keeping. We are not a pilgrim of them. We are going to follow the three for now. You're a follower of the three, as I suspected. Here is a candelabra of the three, icon of your creed. You survived a shipwreck, did you? This island is full of shipwrecked sailors like you. I stand here on the beach. I see men drown, I see men survive, but I never see rescue. Perhaps this island is cursed. But weren't you already thinking that? But have I seen a princess? Perhaps. Perhaps. Why is a princess so important? Living or dead, we're all the same flesh. Maybe I'm your princess, adorned in the skin of a decrepit old man. Well, go find your princess. You know what they say, a quest goes a long way to keeping the madness at bay. Sanctuary is simple, but salvation is not. And much like Dark Souls, you can leave messages for other players. In this game, they are messages in bottles. Most of these ones are tutorials, but other players will leave some for us. So, X while blocking is parry, like that. I don't know why it was having me attack when I was doing it on the ship, but I'm going to chalk that up to me not being good at parrying. Right trigger is roll. We're already very good at that. And combat. Combat is not super deep. Some weapons have combos. You know, you've got parrying, you've got light attacks, you've got strong attacks. It is, however, very satisfying and very crunchy. And it has a very good feel to it. Your hits feel very impactful. That treasure chest has a sanctuary key. Left bumper to switch loadouts. If I had if I put my shield back on, for example, then in this setup, I'm going to be using a shield and a mace, right? If I hit left bumper, I switch to the mace by itself and two-handed. So we're actually probably going to go like this for now because this shield is much better at blocking. We are not going to be using it for very long, hopefully. The control pad left and right switches your equipped items. You can see it up there in the upper left. Candelabra of the three. Red shard is a minor healing potion. Light vessels are grenades that deal holy damage. We got those because we started as a paladin. And you can use the right bumper to use an equipped item. Start to view the inventory. Dark Soul, Fun Love. That's a player message. We use the Sanctuary key to go into the vacant Sanctuary. And since we have an icon of the 3, we can claim it for the 3. Doing so immediately gives us 3 red flasks, which are replenishing healing items. The healing items you get depend on your creed. Some of them are better than others. They all work slightly differently. Red flasks are your basic healing potion. Relatively instant health, decent amount, but no special effects. For the record, the healing items for the other creeds, the iron ones gives you hearty rolls, which are just, bread rolls. They don't heal quite as good as the red flasks. They're actually just a little bit worse in every single way. Devara's Light gives you, I believe it's called the Waters of Life. They heal you a little bit slower than the red flasks, but I believe you have a defense buff while it is active. And I'm going to go ahead and reorganize this. Probably not going to worry about those light vessels. I don't use them that much. So, if we rest here, we can level up. If we had more salt, you spend salt to level up. We can access the Tree of Skill. Now, this is something that's important. Unlike Dark Souls, where leveling up just increases your stats, in this game, leveling up gives you black pearls. And you use black pearls to purchase skills on this big, giant Final Fantasy IX style skill tree, right? And it's important to plan out your build as you go along, because while you can refund some skills, it's not easy to get the gray pearls you need to refund them. So what we are going to be doing, we're going to be making a beeline to Class 1 Heavy Mace Fighter. This is the first thing we want to get. And we're going to do that by going Strength, Endurance, Renewed Willpower, and then Class 1 Heavy Mace Fighter. We also are going to want to pick up these poultice pouches, because that gives us more healing potions when we rest in a sanctuary. We don't have enough salt to level up now, so we're going to worry about that later. We can also make offerings at a sanctuary. We have nothing to offer right now, but depending on what we offer, we will have NPCs from our creed spawn at our sanctuary, and all of them do different things. They're useful depending on the build you're going for. We'll be seeing that later on. I just picked up a pouch of salt, which is just a pack that you can use, and it'll give you a bunch of salt. All alone. Good luck, friend. Thank you, kind soul. There's a door here, but we can't open it from this side. We can't even interact with it. Sometimes they'll say, hey, this is locked. That time it said nothing. Fool never afraid. I don't know what that means. Through egg. I'm sorry, what? Here's a neat little touch. These bodies hanging here are actually other players that have died near here. Sometimes you'll see that. Other people that die in this area, they will get put into your game as decorations, hanging bodies and the like. Alright. Into the Festering Banquet, our first proper area. The Shivering Shore is as close as this game gets to having a Firelink Shrine. What else can I talk about this game for a minute? You can see that I'm picking up both gold and salt when I kill enemies. There are two different currencies in this game. Salt is used for leveling up, and I think a couple other things will specifically use salt. Gold is what you use to buy items from NPCs. When you die, you lose all of your salt, but have a chance to recover it, and you lose a small portion of your souls, and those stay gone. Or, not souls, I'm sorry, gold. I got Dark Souls on the brain. Let me see if I can parry this guy. Alright, not if he's doing jump attacks. But, if you parry someone, you get a very, very satisfying kill animation, so I'm going to try to show that off. Ah, here we are. Come on. Okay, kill that one. Let's try to parry this one. There we go. The look at this game is amazing. I took a little bit of getting used to it, honestly. Like, the characters look like, almost like paper doll cutouts in the way they move. And I'm not a huge fan of the art style, but I will admit that the longer you play it, the more it grows on you and the more you get used to it. Everything looks very, very grimy, for lack of a better word. The actual storyline of the game, it's not necessarily, a dark fantasy where everything is hopeless and yada yada yada. I would say it's actually almost verging on high fantasy the deeper you look into it. But they definitely made the game look and feel very kind of grimy and dirty and disheveled, which is befitting because you're playing, a shipwrecked castaway. There's lots of little hidden things around. Oh, I just realized something I can call some attention to. Look at my health and stamina in the upper left. You can see how, even though I'm at maximum, I don't go all the way to the end of the bars. This is a mechanic that Ska Studios put in the game, I believe, to basically force you to occasionally stop and rest. Basically, if you take damage, not only does it reduce your current hit points, but it also will reduce your maximum hit points by a small amount, because those are lingering wounds. And anytime you do any action that costs stamina, which is most actions, it reduces your maximum stamina by a very small amount, because you're getting exhausted. That will, of course, be restored if you rest at a sanctuary, but it's just a way to enforce you resting. You should also note that there is a white bar underneath my green stamina bar. That is your magic meter, your focus meter. Yeah, there is also a sort of cosmic horror element. We will get to that in a little bit. Suffice to say, yeah, there are things on this island that are not friendly. Anyways, we finally got some clothes that we can wear and actually fast roll with, and we're probably going to be rolling with the rogue armor set for quite a while. This game definitely favors dodging over tanking damage. Even if you're wearing heavy armor, you want to dodge things most of the time. Okay, so we just got a new ring. Let's take a look at that. Because we're a paladin, we started with the mending band. Metal band, dyed red, set with a glimmering red gem. The dye is derived from Cadanian rohalia, a fern-like plant from which most healing poultices are derived, and it causes you to slowly regenerate hit points over time. Not really enough to ever save you, but it's convenient if you take some chip damage. And the one we just got is the bandaged ring, a ring of powerful healing. Its wearer may suffer injury, but lasting wounds will be made less severe. So that whole wounding thing that I talked about, now it's not going to affect us as much because we have that bandaged ring. You have 4 ring slots, and they make sure that you actually get enough good rings that you have to choose between them as you go through. We're not going to have some good rings for a while, but I'll talk about the ones that we get. And there is the journey bottle. This is our... the journey bottle is our messages. A glass bottle, some parchment, and an inkstone pencil. The bottle seems uncertain about remaining in this universe. That is how you send messages to other worlds. If I were to select the journey bottle, I could write a message, and it would show up in other players' games. We picked up Mend, which is a prayer. Prayers run on your faith, I believe is what the stat is. And none of them are very, like, offensive based. They're usually healing and buffs. Mend is a very small heal. But it's if you're going for faith, it's useful to have. This here is a shrine. Shrines are like little mini sanctuaries. You can't claim them for a creed, you just light the candles and go. They restore your hit points, they respawn enemies, they restore all the items you had with you, but you can't level up, you can't summon NPCs, none of that happy stuff. Got more red shards and a stone blacksmith. Here, torture man over toxic. My dude, what are you on about? However, this is a good time to point out, you see that candelabra in the background that looks rather ominous? Anytime you see one of those, you are near a boss fight. And the number of candles that are lit is the number of players that have recently died to that boss. So if you see one of these with a bunch of lit candles, you want to make sure you're ready. That said, this boss is not the most difficult one in the world, and I'm sure I'm going to get my shit pushed in now that I said that. Say hello to the Sodden Knight. Come on. Okay, so something to note. In this game, when bosses get to half hit points, they often become more difficult. His eyes are glowing. He now attacks much more aggressively and is just generally harder. He'll also do combo attacks like that, where he does the lightning and then jumps. Ooh! Ouch, damn it. Oh, motherfucker. I didn't know you could do 3. Alright. Come on. Bring it. I'm not going to attack first, I'm not stupid. Fuck you. Hey, Raiden, how you doing tonight? Are you and everyone in the chat? I'm doing okay. Had a little bit of scuffage trying to get this thing working, but we got it. Just kind of a nice, chill night. Okay. So that's the Sodden Knight down, and he gave us the fortress key, which lets us through this door on the right here. And he also gave us the Sodden Knight's ashes. Oh, you been better? I'm sorry to hear that. I hope things start going better for you. I hope hanging out and just kind of, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all playing some indie Dark Souls games. I hope it helps your mood a little bit. Oh, greetings, traveler. Do you have a quest? I mean, we're kind of looking for a princess. So, yeah. Rescuing a princess, hmm? I haven't seen any princesses, but don't lose hope, friend. Anyway, it's good to have a quest. Would you like to know what my quest is? Yeah, why not? Excellent. My quest is to invade the castle to the east, defeat its guardians, and slay the dragon. Yes, this is a 2D Souls-like, and it is a very good one. Castles must be invaded and dragons must be slain, mustn't they? Getting into the castle is a different story. There's a bridge to it, but it's missing some bits. There's another way in, but it's not easy. I saw a passage beneath the fortress you just emerged from. Perhaps it leads to a village of some sort. There was a shortcut that connected the beach to the village, but it's been barred. Perhaps you can unlock it. I've also heard something about a jester. The jester knows a way to get to places that no one else can. But it's easy to claim something. Until you can actually back up your claims, you're just a rumor monger. I got a free black pearl. That's a free level up. Okay, down an A, drop down. There's an item here, and some of these. Check right. Secret door right. There is, in fact, a secret door to the right. Unfortunately, it gets us pretty much nothing. Now we are in Bandits Pass. Oh, well, this sanctuary has already been claimed. Hello, traveler. You're a stranger to Devara's light, are you not? Yeah. We are pilgrims of the goddess Devara, illuminator of all. Without light there is nothing. It is said, in darkness chaos dwells, and in chaos there is no hope. Every night the sun sets, and we see her lights flicker, in candles, in torches. But the dawn of the next day is her blessing. Chaos is quelled, order is restored. Those who do not follow Devara are still welcome in this sanctuary. We will see to it that you receive rest and resupply. Pray to Devara at the earthen vessel. The water she pours out will cleanse the shadows from your heart. So, remember earlier I was talking about the different creeds? Well, you can use a sanctuary belonging to any creed, but notice that the healing items I got are different. I no longer have the healing items from the Way of the Three. I now have Waters of Blessing, which are slightly different. We could also take the oath here to become a member of Devara's Light. However, in doing so, you become an apostate from your previous faith, and if you did any of the quests for them, they are reset. We haven't done any quests for them, but I have a different creed in mind. So let's level up. We can level up 3 times, get 3 black pearls, and we picked up 1 on the road, so now we have 4. So, we can go to the Tree of Skill and get a few things. The first thing I'm going to do immediately is pick up this poultice pouch. That gives us another healing potion that'll be replenished. And then I'm going to spend the other 3 to get very close to Heavy Mace Fighter. Fortified Strength, Augmented Endurance, Renewed Will. And we'll pick up Heavy Mace Fighter with our next level up. Make sure we rest again so that we actually get our 4th healing potion, and then we can go explore Bandits Pass for a little bit. Bandits Pass is not actually progress, but there's some stuff here you can pick up. Not abandon. Need Jester ahead. We have no idea what the hell this thing is, but apparently the Jester knows, and we have to find him first. And here we got a bag of salt and a flanged mace. The flanged mace is worse than our Morning Star. It exists. I don't know what else to say about it. It exists. It is a blunt weapon that's like this one, but worse in every possible way. So, Bandits Pass. It's a slight step up in difficulty from the previous area. Ooh! Fuck off. Notably, whenever you see these piles of bodies, there's a pretty good chance a bunch of enemies are going to spawn. Okay. Drink one of our red shards. Now, normally there's a bottle here that says there's an item up top. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put one of those down. So let's take a look at the message system. It's actually very, very robust. So I'm going to put secret item above. Or can I not get above? No, okay, we can't get above. I'm going to go up. Have a good night, Azari. Thanks for dropping in. And it's worth noting, you actually do have to use proper grammar in your messages or it will not let you send them. If you do not end them with a period or a question mark or an exclamation point, you can't use it. But we're going to put this here. Secret item up. Drop that in the bottle. It just flies off to a different universe, and then people will know that there are items up here. Spirited Mend is another prayer. It's basically the same as Mend, just a little bit more powerful and costs a little bit more focus. Now here's where this gets interesting, because those other guys in the background there, they throw axes. So I kind of want to lure these dogs over here. Come on, dudes. Nope. We got their attention. Okay. Raider's Targe, Raider's Harness. Ow, fuck you, man. Ow, mother. Alright. Asshole. Where's the invading Reds? As much as I hate to say it, that's actually one of the major things that was a flaw of this game. The game does have co-op. The game does have PvP. They are local only. It does not have online multiplayer. I am willing to give the studio a pass for that, because I believe at the time this game was made, the studio consisted of 2 people. So it was not a very big studio, and what they made was actually really, really good for what they had to work with, but no online multiplayer. However, there is a sequel that has been recently announced, so hopefully that will fix that. Oh, well, well, well. Looks like this is the end of the road for you, friend. If memory serves me right, this obelisk here is your door into the castle. The key, however, now that's a different story. Perhaps you should search the area below those seaside ruins, where a forgotten feast festers. I think it always helps to go back to the start. But you started off this island. You can't go back there, can you? Okay. So anyways, yeah. We can't do anything here. It has something to do with that obelisk, but we don't know what yet. And falling down means instant death. So we have to go back. There's a few things here to check out. There's an infantry poleaxe here. Oh, you see that? You see that right at the base of the ladder? That, my friends, is a tripwire. And this right here, why, that's an automatic crossbow. Yeah, fuck you. We don't like you. Jump, it says. Well, you could do that, or you could just destroy the trap entirely. Over here in this dark area, we find a chain coif, some pots to break, and a set of chain gauntlets. Chainmail, I believe chainmail is heavy armor. And over here is an elevator, but contraption does not move. 99% of the props are breakable? Yes. 99% of the props are breakable, but unlike Dark Souls, because this game actually uses both gold and a different kind of Souls-ish experience, breaking them serves a purpose. Anyways, that's all the further we can go into Bandits Pass right now. We'll be back here. Pop in here, rest at the sanctuary again. We're going to level up. We have enough salt to level up, which means we can go to the Tree of Skill and grab Class 1 Heavy Mace Fighter. What makes it different here is you jump properly in this one, yes. You can describe this game basically as, what if Dark Souls and Metroid had a baby? And if you have the same taste as me, that's a very attractive proposition. Anyways, did I go this way? Yeah, I went through that door. What we really want to do is go down here and go through this door. Now this takes us back into the festering banquet, which we went through. This was the first area we went through. Ah, fuck off, bat. But, we didn't get to go through this part of it, because we had this gate here. We came in on the other side. So we pick up our first bow and some arrows, open a shortcut, and now we get to explore this section of the game. Break your barrels, dude. Oh, hello, friend. Trinkets to sell, trinkets for coin. Ah, friend, I'm so happy you came along. Gathered things. Trinkets and such. Trinkets for gold, that's what I've got. Trinkets for coin. How'd you end up here? I stowed away. Sold trinkets and Tenebeer. Trinkets for coin. So poor, though. Talk of wealth in Karhi. Even beggars like me got manservants there, they said. Stowed away, sailed, and then that storm. Imagine the surprise on those sailors' faces, seeing the likes of me in the wreckage there with all of them honest men. All of us, floating in the sea, clinging to planks, shivering in the icy cold. Not sure how many of the others made it ashore. That shivering, shivering shore. But the trinkets I find here, they do sell, they do. Doing quite nicely, I am. Soon enough, I'll be able to buy my escape. Somehow. Alright. So what this guy does is, he sells a couple little random trinkets. Locks of hair, endless fangs, those are from the bats that we fought. These are weapon upgrade materials, and also things that you can turn in for some of your quests. He also sells some basic consumables, bolts, flame bolts, torches, and stained pages. These are weapon buffs. If you have a stained page, it will add dark damage to your weapons. He also sells both his armor set, the beggar's set, and whenever you kill a boss, if that boss has an armor set you can wear, you can buy it from this guy. So the Doppelsoldner set is what the sodden knight was wearing, but it requires class 2 heavy armor and is quite chufty, so we're not going to wear it. We are, however, going to buy some locks of hair. In fact, we are going to buy 3 locks of hair, because I am privy to some information about upgrading weapons, and we want 3 locks of hair. Oh, God's bless. Behind him, well, we can't get there yet. Much like Dark Souls, there's lots of passages to be opened, lots of shortcuts to find. But however, right over here, well, how about that? Where is secret? Door? Where's the door? Door. And we want right. Secret door right. I'm not actually sure how many people... Wait, can't you use your own locks of hair? I don't think so, actually. Like, let me go to my inventory and take a look. Here we are. Lock of hair. A soldier's memento to a deceased loved one. It held the promise of eventual reunion. So it's not actually the hair, it's the memories contained within it that that we are using to upgrade our weapon. So our hair is just hair. Surprise, abandon, proceed. Now we get the lightning bolt spell and a torch. And if we go further down, giant ahead, roll through. A little bit dark in here. Oh! Okay. We got Eldritch Horrors. Fuck you. I'm taking my Stain Page and Stone Mage and I'm getting the hell out. Theoretically, we could kill that thing, but it is not worth it. By the time we are ready to tussle with them, we are going to be much better equipped. Get out of here, Stain Page. I don't need you. We got a bundle of salt and a soldier's spear. And I hear some chains rattling. But I can't see anything from here. It's too dark. This is a very, very dark game. Very difficult to see sometimes. Ah, well. I guess you're the rattling chains. Come on, buddy. There we go. These bats are awful. Get a calling horn and a stone guide, and hey, we're back on the Shivering Shore. We've opened our first shortcut. So I can pop back in here. Rest at the altar of the 3. I could make an offering here. I have some stuff to offer. What these things do is each one of these will add an NPC to this sanctuary, and a sanctuary can hold up to 4. And excuse me. They each have unique effects. Oh, hey, there's another player. When you're in a sanctuary, you can see other players, but you can't actually interact with them. Thank you, Raiden. Okay, so let's see what these NPCs can do, the ones that I have. We have a stone merchant. It will call a merchant to do business in the sanctuary and give you a bonus to gold drops within the region around the sanctuary. The stone cleric will summon a cleric that can sell you prayers and gives an increase to prayer potency in the region around it. The blacksmith will sell you basic weapons and upgrade weapons and provides an attack bonus. The sellsword is how you do co-op and PvP. The sellsword is what you need in order to have another player join your game. And they also increase what your shield can block. The guide allows you to fast travel between sanctuaries. They're very useful, but I'm not going to put one here because there are better sanctuary locations to do that at. And they grant you a bonus to your item find rate. And the mage sells spells and gives you a bonus to magic potency in the region. So not only do you need these things to progress your covenants in order to get equipment and spells and the like, but you also want to place them in areas where you're going to be coming back to a lot. Specifically because you want to be able to use those buffs. The most important ones are the stone guide for the item find, the stone merchant for the gold drop bonus, and there's one that we don't have yet that will, oh shit. Well, I think I summoned a merchant. That's actually fine. The one we don't have yet gives bonus salt. Alright, okay, I got you here. What do you sell? Red shard, berry and fire pots, pitch fire, arrows, torches, flintlock shot, bolts, flame arrows, a pouch of salt, bell of return, and antidotes. He also sells the officer's uniform, the salt seeker's ring, and the lantern charm. So I might actually buy these at some point, but I don't need them right now. You know what it is? My brain's on Final Fantasy IX. I'm hitting the bottom button on this controller to cancel, and that is not the right button. Luckily, having a merchant here is not the worst thing in the world. We're not going to be back here very often, but at least we know where he is. What we actually want to do is go over here. And I think it's... Ah, it's here with the three bottles. Secret to the right. Right, secret. Door, examine. Well, there's a secret door. And there's a treasure chest that gives us a bundle of salt and the Kismet stone. So the Kismet stone. A delicate ring carved of a solid chunk of a precious gem. Adventurers always seek pilfered prizes, but it seems that whether a slain foe's spoils are all trash or treasure always comes down to luck. This increases your item find rate. We will likely never take it off. Basically, the developers realized that, you know, once you got the covetous gold serpent ring, you never took it off, so they just gave it to you early. But we come down here. Welcome to the Village of Smiles. And if you look over here, we can see two wolves and a rather nasty looking guy. That is this game's equivalent of a Black Knight. And you can also see there's a trap here. Well, try using trap. Use trap to kill knight. Well, just tell us about it, why don't you? So basically we just want to get inch close and piss off the dog. Ah, that did not work like I hoped. That did not work like I hoped. Okay. Oof. Alright, looks like we got to do it the hard way. That trap will one-shot him. Ah, here we go. Broke his poise. Get fucked. I don't know if you were here when I mentioned it before, Raiden, but these hanging bodies and stuff you can see, they are other players that died in this area. Like, any other players that died in the Village of Smiles, you'll see their corpses hanging here. Oh, okay, I guess I just pick up 3 locks of hair right there. So I guess I have some extra. That's alright, though. That dog runs away. There's a thief here. That dog will be back. Here he comes. The dogs are nasty because they have a pounce attack that you can't block. It's basically a grab. And kind of a huge huge pain in the ass. The vine mesh peltarian, I think. I think that's what that was. Yeah, that is a shield. Made of interwoven vines. And, I don't know. It's lighter than this one, but we can't equip it. We don't have the right level of shield proficiency yet. Oh, look, it's another trap. Excuse me. Thing is this? Well, what is this thing? It looks like a scarecrow or a crucified body. Curiosity. What creature persists in the face of such suffocating despair? The others have begun to kneel. Will it join them? No, we will not. Fuck you. Such a brave, foolish curiosity. It will struggle, it will bleed, and it will fall. And one day, when it finds itself beaten and broken, gasping for air, choking on its own blood and tears, that will be the day that it kneels. And I will consume it. Well, that was strange. Spooky motherfucker. Over here, we can't make it to that item. Don't even be tempted. But here is, if you didn't start as a member of the 3, here's where you would pick up the creed of the 3. There's also a blacksmith here, which means we can upgrade our weapon. And we just picked up some new armor. So let's check that out. The blacksmith's apron. A thick leather apron worn by blacksmiths at the forge, designed to absorb intense sparks and cushion minor impacts, but insufficient for turning aside blows from powerful weapons. It's got less strike defense, less poison defense. It's got really, really good fire defense. Like, our current equipment has a fire defense of 36. This has 118. Also, it looks more in character for Gage, so we're going to use it. Similarly, the blacksmith's gloves, less strike defense, really good fire defense. They also give you a bonus to strength. They increase your strength by 3 points. And the boots, they don't give you a strength bonus, but they give you a ridiculous bonus to fire defense. So there we go. That's probably going to be our equipment for most of the rest of the game, honestly, unless I find something really nice. Sword, shields, mail, and plate. If you need it, I can craft it. Alright. Well, what say you upgrade this Morning Star? Alright, that takes salt. Okay, you need salt to upgrade weapons. I guess gold is just for purchasing them. We're going to go ahead and upgrade that. Yes. To the Morning Star +1. And we can actually do it again to the Morning Star +2. And we're still at the point in the game where upgrading your equipment is going to be more important than upgrading your stats. However, now we no longer need locks of hair. Now we need soldiers' poems in order to upgrade it. So, we're not going to go any further. Keep your wits about you out there. Don't have enough salt to level up. Can't go this way. Blocked from the other side. Beware ahead, trap. Yep, you see that thing on the ground? It's a trap. Luckily, those will kill enemies, so they're handy for that. If we go up here, there's a hidden secret. We get the kurei-moi. I'm not being racist, that's how they spell it. Kurei-moi. It's probably one of the best early game weapons if you are not using maces. Okay. There's a stone leader for us, and there's another knight up there, but, well, he doesn't seem too interested in us. So we're going to make him interested in us. Hey, buddy. Come here. No, don't do that. Oh, right, I forgot there's actually a combo system in this game. And he drops a ring called the Conduit of Mind. What does that do? Bond of Extreme Focus. It allows its wearer to maintain spellcasting ability past the point of normal exhaustion. So, the way the focus system works, it's that white bar up there underneath my stamina. When you cast, you reduce your focus. That's like your MP. But you also reduce your maximum stamina by the same amount. And normally, it's locked to half of your stamina. That's what your maximum MP is. If I equip that, you can see it goes to 2/3 of my stamina. That said, I don't have any magic to speak of, so it doesn't really do much for me at the moment. If I go this way, I get into the Watching Woods. I don't want to be here yet. We'll check that out later. It's there. We can totally go there and make progress. But we're not finished in the Village of Smiles yet. Got a bundle of salt. Got a Bell of Return. I believe those are your homeward bones. Take you to the last sanctuary you rested at, that kind of deal. I don't think you're leaving that Village with Smiles. Well, there's some lore behind the Village of Smiles and why it's called that. And after we take care of the boss, we'll take a look at that. But first, there's something hidden over this way. Drowned Archer's Ear, Fused Metal Ring. A rigid metal ring increases endurance. No lore, but useful. More useful than the casting one for us. And even further to the right. Oh, it's a pumpkin patch. I get a gray pearl there. And if I go further right, well, that item looks interesting. I hope I can get this without dying. Run over, grab it, get the hell out. Those are saltless. Those things they throw hurt a lot and tank your defenses. These are end game enemies. We don't want to fuck with them. That crab thing earlier that I ran from, those are tougher than it. As far as the item we got, Ghastly Gourd. Its flesh has been sealed into a thick arcane fabric, rendering it an effective, if curious, piece of armor. The Mad Queen Lanaya was as bloodthirsty as she was eccentric, and one of her better-known peculiarities was her mortal fear of gourds. We're not going to be keeping the jack-o'-lantern on, but it's funny, so we're going to roll with it for a little bit. As long as I don't have the fat roll, and I don't think I do. Actually, I might. Yeah, I did. The gourd is too heavy for me to wear. All right. Now we can level up. Go to the tree of skill. I've got class 1 heavy mace fighter. We're going to pick up another healing poultice. And now it's time to go the other direction in the Village of Smiles. Over here where we met the Scarecrow. The Scarecrow is gone, by the way. I don't know if that worries anybody else, but he ain't there no more. Hey. Fuck you, buddy. Nobody asked for your opinion. Well, there's a trap. Every single time I come into this room, I have never seen that axe guy. He started about here. He walks this way. Every single time he triggers this trap and dies. I don't think I've ever had to fight him, ever in my life. That said, we've got another Black Knight down here, and this one we do have to have a... Well, we had to have a regular fight with, but I parried him. Get fucked, buddy. And he drops a Faithful Ring. What does that do? Pale metal ring. Its symbol is one of protection against the sinister and unknown. Increases your defense to arcane damage. Arcane damage is basically dark damage. I use them interchangeably. So out here, well, here's that item we couldn't get before. It's a Stone Cleric. And over here... No, not there. Here. Secret door. So... I don't know why I'm putting this here, because honestly, like, if you're playing this game, it's been out long enough, you probably know where all the stuff is. Send that off to another universe. That gives us the wrapped link. Now, the wrapped link is very important. A thin metal ring wrapped in cloth increases rolling speed. What that does, if I'm not mistaken, is... I believe it, if you have the mid-roll, it makes it a fast roll, and if you have the fat roll, it makes it a mid-roll. It's very good in any case. I'm pretty sure every single build in the game wants that. Stone Guide. Yeah, you think I didn't see you over there, Crossbow. Blessed Pages. 3 Blessed Pages. We actually want those blessed pages. Those blessed pages are going to be very, very good in this upcoming fight. Because there's a boss here. And there's an awful lot of corpses strung up on those walls. So, you remember that little thing they said about the Mad Queen Lanaya? Let's go say hi to her. Ooh. I didn't think she did that combo that early in the fight. Alright, she's down to half. She has a new move now. And it's that one. That's pretty hard to dodge. She also loves to combo into it. Come on. Need more holy damage. Ouch. Get fucked. Alright, we have taken down the Queen of Smiles. Cheers, mate. I'll drink to that. That lets us into this area. Where we get the chef's outfit. One of the starting classes was chef. And yeah, that's where you get it. Now, there's quite a few things to get around here. First, we're going to go up here. We get a free black pearl. And this is the shortcut under the sanctuary. Just give yourself a drink. This place is really salty. Indeed, a very salty game. Hi, Barry. How are you doing tonight? Goodness, it must be really early for you. I think that's how time zones work. Well, thank you for dropping in, no matter what time it is. Okay. I'll explain what I got in here as soon as I finish welcoming people in. Yeah, it's really nice to see. It's 6 a.m. Oh, you poor soul. I hope you have a reason to be up at 6 a.m. and didn't just get up to watch me. I really, really hope that. I don't believe people should be made to get up at 6 a.m. I'm alright, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's just after midnight here, quarter after midnight actually. Had a relatively crazy day at work, but came home in a decent mood. Was really chomping at the bit to stream this actually. I guess I can talk about that thing I just got. I got a weapon charm. Me who wakes up at 6 a.m. I feel attacked. I mean, if you've got a reason to wake up at 6 a.m., then more power to you. But I can't. I do it when I have to for work, but I hate it every single time. We got a weapon charm. So this is another accessory, kind of like the rings, but you attach it to your weapon, which means when you switch your loadouts, so like I have here my two-handed mace, and I have here my mace and shield, you can switch your charm with that as well, I believe. We got the Bloodflower Charm. Metal Charm painted red. The bloodflower plant has long been used as a red pigment in dyes and paints, but the superstition tying it to bloodlust is relatively recent. Warriors may don bloodflower planted arms, but a dress dyed in bloodflower would be considered in poor taste. And putting it on there increases our attack power. And it's actually fully modeled in the game. And yes, if you change your loadout, it goes away. So, we only have the one. There's no reason to not use it on both loadouts. And I think we want to go up here. We're going to go back to the sanctuary and level up real quick. Aw, thank you, Dream. Enjoy the sub, Milk Beanberry. I only have one emote right now, but if you want to spam that nut in other people's chats, now you can. Okay. Leveling up. We've got Class 1 Heavy Mace Fighter. I think we just want to make a beeline for Class 2, actually. Actually, we're going to make a beeline there, but we're not going to buy it yet. We're going to take a detour and get this healing poultice. Here come the nuts. Here come the nuts. Okay. So now we're done in the Village of Smiles, and the whole purpose of fighting the Queen was to get to this area. We do need to do this eventually. This is required. Milk is nutting everywhere. Weird phrasing. I'm sorry. Yes, I do. Raiden, why do you think I made that emote? Like, yeah, phrasing. That's entirely the point. Okay. So there's like 3 or 4 paths into the next area. And I'm going to show them all off. I'm going to go from the top down, but I am going to drop into this area first. Because this gives us a little interesting little bit of lore down here. All the way down here. Over here, we find this special tree. And this person sitting next to it. Well met, Saltborn. I am not like you, born of salt. I am born of that life that flickers like flame. I am summoned by the song of souls, spelled in candlelight, written by the drowning Saltborn. Your world is cold and stifling. My light is fleeting here. To be Saltborn is to be a dying fragment of eternity. To be born of light is to be truly living, yet so ephemeral. That's all she says about that. So she sells her armor, which is class 3 light armor. Not very good, but decent defenses for light armor. She can also cleanse you if you are corrupted, and forgive sin if you have sinned. I actually have no idea how to get corrupted or to sin in this game. Yes, Barry, this game is called Salt and Sanctuary. Think of it like a 2-dimensional Dark Souls. That is pretty much what it is. It is a 2-dimensional Dark Souls game. If you like Dark Souls games, you will probably enjoy this game. If you like Metroid games or the more recent Castlevania games, you will probably enjoy this game. It is really super good, and the studio that made it, as I pointed out earlier, I said, I think this was made literally by 2 people. Ska Studios is a very small studio. Why, traveler, well met. Call me Fern. I've been hiding out here for some time. Have you seen any trinkets? I lost a small pouch of earth. Unfortunately, we have not. Oh, shame. So this is a side quest of sorts. A very, very simple side quest, but a side quest. That leads us back into the Watching Woods. Like I said, we're going to go from the top down in the Watching Woods. It's a lot easier that way. Also, doesn't that look interesting down there? Only the people, wow. Only 2 people, wow. Yeah, I don't quote me on that, but I do know that Ska Studios, when they made this game, it was very, very small. They made a previous game that I would be honestly very surprised if anybody had ever heard of it, but it's called The Dishwasher, and the subtitle of it is Dead Samurai. And it's a side-scrolling kind of hack and slash game with a similar art style to this, but it's set more in modern times. They made this game basically to capitalize on Dark Souls being a thing, and it's really quite good. And I am very happy that a sequel has been recently announced. Okay, so now we can go into the woods proper. Hey, buddy. You should totally take a couple steps forward. That is not forward. That is not forward either. Thank you. It kind of defeats the purpose of a warning if you write the warning and set it down on the trap, my dude, but thanks for trying. Oh. I am going to die. Whew. Okay, so the Watching Woods, you want to go from the top down, basically. It's, if you fall here, you'll probably die. Where can I buy this game? Well, that's the good news, Barry. I'm pretty sure this game is out on everything at this point, and I do mean everything. It came out on PS3 and Xbox 360. It was re-released on PS4 and Xbox One. I believe it's out on PS5 and Xbox One S. It's out on the Switch, and I'm playing the Steam version. It is literally out on almost anything you could want it to be out on. And I love that. We've got some assholes down there. On Switch. Yes, it is available on Switch. And it is a very, very good port. The game is actually pretty easy on resources, so they didn't have to do a whole lot with it. We're just not going to mess with them. I don't want to mess with 2 of them at once. We're going to go this way instead. Ouch! Motherfucker. We've got Crimson Armor set. Literally on every platform. I mean, they probably didn't release it on Commodore 64, but it wouldn't surprise me if they tried. Ah, here's what I'm looking for. The Mossy Charm. So now we've got our second weapon charm, and once I get to a spot where I'm not going to be sniped with arrows, I'll take a look at it. This should be safe enough. Mossy Charm. A cleverly crafted living charm. Its wood core is infused with an earthen paste on which living moss grows. Increases attack speed. That is really quite good, especially for the build we're going to be doing. So we're still up here in the tops of the trees. And I am privy to some secret information. And that is... secret... up. Put a message in a bottle. Send it off to another universe. Go up to claim our prize. Bundle of salt and our first stone mage. I think it's our first stone mage. And then proceed to fucking die. Well, I suppose this is as good a time as any to explain death. When you die, just like Dark Souls, you lose all of your salt. In Dark Souls, it's souls. In this game, it's salt. If an enemy kills you, that enemy claims your salt, and you have to kill them to get it back. If a boss kills you, they also claim your salt, but you don't have to kill them. You just have to reduce them to about 70% hit points, and you get it back. If you die to the environment like I did, your salt becomes an ethereal bat creature that you have to hunt down and kill. And on top of that, the cleric who drags you back to the nearest sanctuary takes, I want to say 5% of your gold, which isn't bad, but you can't actually get that back. So, that was unfortunate. Hey, buddy. Come on. Thank you. Ah, get fucked, raptor dude. Oh, Jesus. He dropped 2 pieces of his armor? That armor is actually pretty rare. Some, they don't lose salt. They gain more. Just not the kind of salt in the game. Yeah. Yeah, this, there's a reason they named this game what they did. Oh, look, you can just kind of see the salt bat up here. Oof. Okay, we got it. Broke my knees, but we got it. Okay, so now we can explore some more. Bright coral ring. What do you do? An exotic ring carved of a particularly reflective type of coral. Increases willpower. That's a good one to have, but I think I want... No, actually, I want the bright coral ring, because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I've got my maximum rolling speed already. I don't need the bandaged ring, or the wrapped link, or whatever it's called. Ah, motherfucker! Ouch! Ouch! Hey! Oh. Hello. Guys, I don't think he's gonna be friendly. Not only unfriendly, but also rude. It's all about the dodge roll in this game, honestly. If you get good at the dodge roll, this game... I'm not going to say it's easy, but it's much more manageable. Anyways, we got yet another weapon charm. The Pale Charm. A deceptively plain wooden charm. The runes inscribed on it literally translate as grasp to beyond. Charms like these promise to bless their owners with the unattainable. Increases attack reach. So if you're using a shorter weapon like a dagger, you're going to get a lot of use out of that. Okay, well, we fell. We fell again. This guy being an asshole. Okay, fuck off. All right. Now, you see that slime down there on the ground? I'm sure you see that slime down there on the ground. That slime is easy to see. Do you see the slime up in the trees? Because if you don't, they will drop on your head. Yeah, this area... They don't show up in very many areas, thankfully, but, you gotta watch out for them. They will drop on you, they deal a fair amount of damage, and poison you. They are not nice. Okay, that's back at that guy. So we've gotten... We're doing pretty good, actually. I think we can... There's another one. Mossy Charm doing work. Picked up a battle axe. Can I equip that? Yes, I can. It's not really any good. Well, if I fall here, I'm gonna die. And these are fragile platforms. We have been visited by Momo. Hi, Momo. How are you doing? So here is Sunken Keep. This is the next area, but we can't come in through here because the elevator's not working, and that's a very long fall, as the person who left this gravestone just found out. You can eventually come this way, but for now, gotta go back. There's our first soldier's poem. Got another bag of salt. Hello. Luckily, we are able to attack through the floor. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Well, that's what happens when they get to you. And that shows you how poison works. The meter up at the top fills up. When it fills up, it starts to tick down. You take a little bit of damage. Poison by itself is not very threatening. A red shard will out-heal it. But poison can make you panic and make mistakes. That's why poison is dangerous. There's another shield, stone sellsword. Oh, hello, friend. Yeah, we're just going to ignore you for now. Hello, friend. Up here, there is a little hidden stuff. Leather armor, a gray pearl. And then here is another sanctuary. I'll touch on that in a minute. I just want to show that we can't go any further this way. This sanctuary is at the other end of this area. Oh, a stranger comes to this mossy belly of a tree. No worries, I'll set you straight. Have you ever met a woods wraith? Nope, you are the first. Well, well, well. I'm a stone root, or as some call me, a woods wraith. For thousands of years, we've stayed in the forest. Our allegiance has always been to the spirits of the woods. Men have invented, praised, and died for countless fleeting gods and demons, but our forest is forever. The worst of our reputation most likely comes from our love of poisons. But, my friend, poison is a wondrous thing. Poison, like the forest, seeps through the realm of man, spreading, corrupting, invading, until all is reduced to earth. Man is truly a wretched thing, and the forest is committed to expunging him from existence. But woods wraiths protect the forest, so the forest protects us. You want to be a woods wraith? Want to cast off the shackles of false gods and bask in the poisonous shadows of the forest? Approach the altar. Take the oath. Woods wraiths, if you want to do a poison build, they are your guys. We don't really want to. Their healing item, by the way, is red grass. It heals about the same as the standard healing potions, but it does so slower over time. I'm not a fan. We are going to level up. Because, spoilers, there's a boss fight coming, so we don't want to have a whole lot of salt, hanging on. And in the tree of skill... what do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Class 2 heavy mace fighter. It boosts our strength, and when we actually get some heavy maces, we'll be able to use it. Okay. So, equipped with our red grass, which is my least favorite healing item, at least of the ones that I've tried, it's time to take on the next boss. Oh, he didn't do so good. Again, 3 candles lit on the candelabra, so there have been some recent deaths here. You can actually see him from here. This guy, I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna die to him a couple of times. It's very much a damage race. If you let him do his stuff, he will make you pay for it. So I'm hoping that we can get him down before he goes too crazy. The Mad Alchemist. Now, stop. Oh, damn it. This is what I don't want him to do. Ah. Whew. If you let him spawn too many of those potions that throw the purple sickles at you, that's a really good way to end your life very, very quickly. I'm actually very lucky that I beat him on the first try. I didn't have a strategy beyond just beat the hell out of him and don't let him do anything. Our rewards for beating him are his ear, a black pearl, and a mossy key. So we're going to go back down here to the sanctuary real quick. We can level up again, which we're gonna. You never want to hold on to more salt than you need. Ow! You motherfucker. Okay, level up. 2 times. 3 times, actually. Back to the tree of skill. And we are just going to go for more strength, I think. Well, we're going to go for class 3 heavy mace fighter. We can't quite get it, so we're going to grab strength and will. And we'll grab that when we get another black pearl. But that key allows us to go through here. And this dark area we encounter the wretch feeders, which are horrible enemies because they also have a grab attack. They're very fast. They like to hide in the background and jump out at you. I hate them. I hate them so much. I have died to them more times than I like to admit. But we are now in Sunken Keep proper. Here's that elevator, by the way. Meet your doom. Jump, roll, protect. Oh, looks like one of the jack-o'-lantern wearing guys died. So yeah, there's a boss right there. This boss is actually optional. Basically, Sunken Keep has 2 bosses. You have to fight at least one of them in order to proceed in the game. What's that ring we got? Crystal Mote Ring. Mind and body are linked inherently, but wise practitioners of mindfulness are able to form ethereal motes of spirit, effectively compartmentalizing the effects of mental and physical tasks. Has the effect of focus usage on fatigue. So what this does is when you cast spells, they reduce your maximum stamina about half as much. If you combine that with the Conduit of Mind, you can throw out a lot of magic. Alright, this is the way we want to go. We want to be very careful here. Let me get a Wretch Feeder Maw for that. We want to go this way because down here we get the Warhammer. Jump for Kraken shortcut. Somehow I don't think I'm supposed to. But the Warhammer, you know how I was putting points into great hammers? The Warhammer is the only great hammer in the game that you can find. You cannot buy any. You cannot find any others. No enemy drops a great hammer. All of the other great hammers in the game are made from the Warhammer. And it's pretty big. It's pretty chufty. And heavy. There we go. So, this big motherfucker is a very, very good weapon. Most people think this weapon and this class of weapon make the game rather easy. It's still not easy, but... Hello. That one didn't spook me as much. Anyways, I'm rambling. We got a big fuck off hammer. Let's see what it does. It does that. You should there's a clip on my channel of the first time that someone used that alert on me. Okay, we just got a another ring I can show off. The Link of Fire and Sky. Fire and sky are powerful elements. Casting one over the other may affect the caster with dangerous elemental imbalance. Because of this danger, acolytes of the elemental magics are often given protection in the form of rings like this. Nullifies elemental imbalances. Yeah, if you install the sound alerts extension, you can set it up to play sound alerts with bits or with channel points. I believe you are limited to 5 redeems for channel points, but I don't know, they're worth doing. Anyways, the Link of Fire and Sky. I can talk some more about this. This is actually interesting. So there are 5 different types of magic in the game. There are prayers, which are mostly healing and buffs and holy damage, and they don't require any kind of conduit to use. You can just equip them and use them. There are invocations, which are similarly mostly buffs, some area of effect damage, and they don't require any kind of catalyst to use. You just equip them and go. And then there are the 3 actual types of magic you can use. There is arcane magic, which is unlocked very late game, and it's very powerful, but casting it lowers your defenses for a little while because it's dark stuff. It's pretty tough to handle. The other 2 are fire and sky, or lightning. If you cast one, your elemental imbalance will swing towards it. So if you cast fire, you'll swing yourself towards fire. If you cast lightning, you'll swing yourself towards lightning. If you cast one too much, you'll actually hurt yourself. If you cast too many fire spells, you will light yourself on fire. And if you cast too many lightning spells, you will zap yourself. So you're intended to alternate between the elements in order to do it effectively. It's a neat little system. Unfortunately, if you start as a mage, you actually start with the Link of Fire and Sky, which completely negates the whole system as long as you have it equipped. We have to be very careful jumping down there. Those guys will very, very easily kill me. Unless I kill them first. That's a lot! If we go left, we'll fight a boss. We'll come back to it. I want to go right first. Come on. Can you tell I've played this game maybe a little bit too much? Okay. So this floating eyeball guy. He's an asshole, but not for the reason you might expect. His gimmick is he always appears with other enemies, and he will pick one of those enemies to make completely invincible until you kill the eyeball. He's also pretty tough. By himself, he's harmless, but they are almost never by themselves. We just picked up Blessed Weapon. That's a prayer. Makes your weapon deal extra holy damage. Oh, look. It's one of those eyeball guys standing over a bunch of corpses. Well, I wonder what happens when we walk close to the corpses. Well, he's targeting something. Oh. Yeah, the corpses get up. And that one is invincible. Fuck off. And there's that other wretch feeder all the way down here. Sometimes the AI just kind of bugs out. That was a torturer, and this is an area called the Red Hall of Cages. We can't do much in here yet, but rest assured, we will be back. And yes, Raiden, it is hammer time. It is time for Gage to crack all the skulls. Okay, so yeah, that's just a little treasure and a shortcut to the Red Hall of Cages that we have to open from the other side. Oh, well, this poor sap, he didn't do very well. So, about this boss. Let's check it out. Actually, I lied. Let's go in here first. Where does this lead? Hager's Cavern. Well, the exit of Hager's Cavern, at any rate. So we got some bells of return. And now it's time for the boss. Can we see it from here? Not quite. There's somebody else's head on a pike. Alright. What are we in for? Well, it's the Kraken Cyclops. That sweep attack he does is difficult to time your dodge for. Oh! Also, he has got some reach on him. And you can see when he does that sweep, he kind of puts the axe up on his shoulder. He does have a follow-up for that. Come on. He's getting down towards half health. He's going to get more aggressive. Yep. Now I think is when he starts doing the follow-up, if I'm not careful. There's a thrust. Come on. Ooh! Ouch. There's the follow-up. Oh! Oh, no, 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 no! God damn it. I thought I had just enough health left to survive. Okay. So now we get to see what happens when something else kills you. He has my salt now. I have to go get it back. And of course, this being a Souls game, all the enemies on the way respawn. Luckily, there's not many. Just some wretch feeders if I'm not careful. Now, he is salty. And if you see that mark on this health bar, I have to get his health down to that level to recover my salt. I don't have to kill him, but I have to get it down to that level in order to recover it. Oh, you're not supposed to do the follow-up that early. What are you doing, buddy? Well, I got my salt back. Do you lose all your salt when you die before getting your salt back? Yes, just like Dark Souls. If you don't recover it, it is gone forever. Oh, fuck you. Oh. I'm in trouble now. Whew. Follow-ups. Come on. Oh, hey, Lance. Ah, Jesus. Whew. Come on, I know I can beat this guy. Gotcha. Huh. Well, yeah, he really rocked my shit. But we beat him. And our prize is the green, or the Kraken Cyclops horn and the green key. So as I said, there are 2 bosses in this area. That one is technically optional, but you do have to fight 1 boss. Since we fought him, we can skip the second, but where's the fun in that? We're going to fight them both. Dream, why? Well, because you're a good person. You're a good person. We've had a lot of fun in your streams. That's why we're shouting you out. So what? Also, there's a secret door here. There's not much there. Yes. Milk Bean had to get up at the absolutely inhumane hour of 6. And I am very, very flattered that they decided to spend some time watching this stream. Also, yes, you can one-hand the giant hammer. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can. We just got another new ring, plated band. A thick leather ring bearing scales of heavy iron plate. Increases strength. You are but a humble bean. That's part of the reason why you're so good, though. part of the reason you're so enjoyable to watch is because you're humble, you know? You're not a crazy hype beast or anything. You're just some guy that's really fun to watch. I have to take my leave for the night, still have to wake up by 6. Yeah, it's probably a good time for you to go to bed. Thank you for tuning in. I'm liking this game a lot better for streaming than I was Baba Is You, so I'm probably going to keep going with this one on Wednesdays. And it's actually after 1 here, so I'm not going to go too much farther. I think I can squeak out the next boss. Oh, fuck you, come on. Thank you. Gage, I saw that you're a sussy baka. Wait, how am I a sussy baka? What did I do that was sussy or baka? Or is this about the lewd posting that I was doing on there? Because that's not sus. Like I'm straight up just you know, lewd. I am not say so. I am the opposite of say so. I am saisont. There's our first stone leader. So you're pretty say so? The only reason I'm say so is because I can't be unsay so on Twitch. I'm gonna put it that way. I can't be unsay so on Twitch. I will agree with people that say that I'm very wholesome, because I do try to be very wholesome and build other people up. But, you know, lest we forget, I had to have my avatar changed before it was finished, because if I didn't, I would have been breaking Twitch's dress code. You know, I mean, I have a lewd art tag. It should be on the screen right now if everything is working, so I can't be that say so. Anyways, as you can see, this is where the other boss of the Sunken Keep is, and it looks like some people are having some trouble with him right now. So, we're going to actually go this way, and I'll show you how to skip him. If you beat the Cyclops and have the green key, you can open this door. And if you do that, you can go out here and open this, which lets you into this little shrine. Say so? I'm not that say so, please. You're giving say so a bad name. Anyways, this is the exit of the boss arena. So what do you say we go in and fuck this guy up? Ah, what do you say this guy stabs me as soon as I walk in the door? People have trouble with this guy because he's much, much quicker than the other ones you've been fighting. Ooh, ouch. Ouch. Whew, okay. He was almost going to combo me there. I'm lucky I knocked him out of it. It's got some reach on him. Come on. Dodge through him, hit him in the ankle. Alright, get fucked, false jester. I was not expecting him to stab me in the face as soon as I turned around, though. Okay, so we've got quite a few things here. I'm gonna go rest at this shrine real quick. And I'm gonna show you, before I stop for the night, why we went all this way. You know, why we've gone all this way, and what these obelisks do. Because that's what we're gonna find. Also, the reason why that guy was named the false jester, well, because there's a real jester. You get his armor, and... Greetings, friend. You've come to chatter. From where I sit, you seem the madder. Fork, spoon, knife, and a drowned man's wife. He is just casually sitting on the ceiling upside down. They explain this later. But yeah, remember that. Where I come from, in is out, down is up, and up is down. Plate, cup, bowl, and a broken widow's soul. Would you like this rich perspective? Trust me, lord, it's quite authentic. Elbow, jaw, knee, and a grave beneath the sea. Yeah. Fear not, then, extend your hand. There is great power in a brand, white searing hot, and an iron-forged thought. And we get the Vertigo brand. Seek and find the hallowed stones. What comes next? I trust you'll know. Fate, faith, fade, and the calm beneath the shade. So, since we have the Vertigo brand, now we can interact with these things and walk on the ceiling. Only for a little bit, though. When you pass one of these little purple markers, it turns it off. So this is a very... Oh, he's gone already. This is a very context-sensitive brand that you can use. And if I pull this lever, this lets us back into the festering banquet behind this guy. There's a couple things we can pick up here with this brand now. There's a silver leaf. Up here, there is a silver shield. And there's more, but we can't quite reach it. But there's also a lot of those obelisks back this direction. Namely this one. Note that we can't pick up items if they're... Well, if we're on the ceiling, I suppose I should say. And as long as we don't hit that trap... There we go. We can grab that. A stone alchemist. And if I go back through the Jester's boss arena, come out here, there's a couple more things we can grab. Casually just paste those guys. Hey. Ouch. Okay. So this barrier's on the wall. No, we just got to use physics. Like so. Okay, I'm sure this game is trolling me right now. And I'm going to explain why. So that raptor visor, right? I have 2 of those. That is a very, very rare drop from those Vilehawks. And I specifically wanted to get it, mostly for fashion, on a different character. And I swear I farmed it for about 3 hours. I have not been target farming that, and I just got 2 of them, just because this game is trolling me. Anyways, there's more stuff over here. Very spooky platforming. Oh, that's okay. I'm honestly, I am complaining just to complain right now. The character that I ended up farming them on, I hadn't played this game for a long,
Bruh.
long time. Bruh. Yeah, that's what I thought. I hadn't played the character for a long, long time, and I actually ended up deleting him when I reinstalled it to stream. Um, no big loss. I can always come back and do it again if I want to show off magic or something. So, this looks like a dead end, but what if it wasn't? Secret down. Is there... Yeah. Trust. Drop. I'm pretty sure I'm actually right here. I'm pretty sure this is not a troll, and I'm going to prove it by doing it myself. And I was right. We got a gray pearl. Okay, that said, it is currently about 1:15. I'm going to rest here, and I'm going to call it a night after I level up a bunch of times. And I'm probably going to pick this up next Wednesday, actually, because I am having some fun coming back to this game after such a long time. We're going to go Class 3 Heavy Mace Fighter. We're going to get Strength. We're going to get Strength. Class 4 Heavy Mace Fighter. We're going to get Class 5 Great Hammers, like, really, really quickly. And then I can go on and grab other stuff. But yeah, we're off to a quite good start, honestly. And I'm looking forward to continuing this for you guys. Yes, yeah, Dream said it perfectly. Thank you all for coming. I hope you all have a good night. I'm going to find someone to raid real quick. So if you want to hang around for that, that's fine. If you've got other stuff to do, gotta go to bed, gotta get ready for your day, I totally understand. But yes, look forward to more of this next Wednesday. In the meantime, let me see who all is online. Also, while I'm looking for someone to raid, I would like to mention that putting OBS in performance mode seems to have solved the issue I was having with VTube Studio shitting out. Because my camera has not crashed, and I think everything's still working. Okay, let's see who is live. Richter Fowl. Richter Fowl is live, and Richter Fowl is a good person, and actually quickly becoming a fast friend of mine. So we're going to go ahead and raid Richter Fowl. You can change the performance on OBS. Yes. Right-click almost anywhere, and there's an option that says performance mode. If you turn that on, it turns off your video preview, which is a little bit of a pain to work with, but it does increase performance. Anyways, if you are a subscriber, you can go ahead and copy that message. If you are not a subscriber, you can copy it as well. It's just not going to, you know, you're not going to get the emotes. But I'm going to go ahead and raid Richter here. Oh yeah, you're welcome. I hope it helps. We're going to go raid Richter Fowl. I'm going to go ahead and pass you off to him. He is currently playing Shin Megami Tensei. I believe he's playing the re-release of Nocturne, so if you're up for more tricky RPGs, hang around. And thank you for watching me tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Or morning, or whatever time it is, I don't know anymore. Time is a flat circle.